So you guys are yeah. You see, I'm calling this chapter 3. After the first one we went through was Jin's Belt. That was chapter 1, and that was basically up until the point where uh, we met Tinsar, and basically up until the point where we went to the first Amuan temple. Then the second chapter, which would have been to death, was from the Amuan temple up until the events of the last session, in which you all died a glorious death. Um,
Um, not as
yeah,
glorious.
Glorious?
Gargak,
Yeah, I would say glorious.
I thought Gargak's death was just marvelous. That was fitting a
I
warrior.
got swarmed.
Yeah, that was a fitting a warrior, just going down, literally taking death shots like it wasn't shit. It was fantastic. Um, anyway, so this one from here on
Man,
is
too angry to die.
becoming the storm. And I hope you enjoy it, and we will go from there. And it's gonna be some role play this evening, so definitely enjoy that.
All right, everybody, roll up new characters.
Oh,
I know, right?
Why did that get all funked up? That's weird.
Well, read.
Let me get my.
Our
well,
rebels now.
Hold on,
are in-
I'll read this to you, but
sorry.
for some reason it got all weird. It got strange. It's supposed to be
sorry.
big enough to fit that whole thing, but it stretched small differently than the last time I saw it, which was literally yesterday. Anyway, this is from Shakespeare's The Tempest. Hell is empty and all the devils are here. Our revels now are ended. These, our actors, as I foretold you, were all spirits and are melted into air, into thin air. And like the baseless fabric of this vision, the cloud-capped towers, the gorgeous palaces, the solemn temples, the great globe itself, yeah, all which inherit shall dissolve. And like this insubstantial pageant faded, leave not a rack behind. We are such stuff as dreams are made on, and our little life is rounded with a sleep. All right, now if you'll give me a minute, I'll put on a show for you guys, and we can play a game. So we're going to return to the scene of the crime for a second here. If you'll turn your attention to the north end of this little bridge here, you can see where the Raven Queen and Asarak are having a conversation. Asarak says, "The crown has passed. All has been forgiven." He responds, "It is a shame. The cycle must be protected. There's more at stake here than they could ever know." "Has the rod been found?" "Not yet. It was here." "What of the gauntlet?" "Yes, we have it." And if we note, Balathon is standing next to Asarak. And now we're going to join our heroes once again, who are down here at the bottom of this lovely location.
We join our heroes
After
death.
After death. And yes, you guys are
Hey guys.
all mildly transparent. Yeah, you shouldn't be able to see shit. I can give you a spy, but that's going to be about all you get. So now you should be able to see. If you might need to refresh, but you should be able to see what Gargak sees. Yes, you find yourself in a place that both Gargak and Jason are mildly familiar with. This is kind of a cold. You feel like a cold wind kind of blowing around you. You do note that this large glowing rock in front of you has a pretty fresh crack in it, and you can kind of all see through each other to some extent.
Oh, shit, here we go again.
Wait,
Do
what?
we realize that we're all dead? Can we do a perception? Do we have?
Can I look at my hand?
You can think about it.
Like,
look
can
at
I
my
look
hand.
down at my hand and be like,
Yeah.
oh, okay?
Yeah,
But
you can look at your hand. If you want to make an insight roll to try to perceive what you get out of that, you can. But
yeah, I would.
you're free to look at your hand. Yeah. At least with the one eye you have. Oh, well, you're not.
That's not me.
Yeah, you're not Shalador. Who is this guy? Intruder.
Sorry.
I've already experienced this, haven't I?
You and Jason have both been to this place before and experienced this once before. Yes.
With a 15, do I at least know? Because doesn't Dina know
You
about
you,
the afterlife?
you certainly
God.
know, you certainly know that something is wrong. As far as Dina knowing about the afterlife, Dina has not ever been dead or anything like that before. So no.
Yeah.
Now what you do know is the legends of the Underdark of
Okay.
that there is somewhere in the deepest dark parts of the Underdark a veil that allows one to go to the beyond. Right,
Okay.
that all souls travel through this city. It's kind of like Atlantis to Dina, in the sense that you would have heard of it, you would be aware of it, but it's not ever a place you have seen
Like a
or
Yeah.
children's story
yeah,
telling them like how
exactly.
to
Yeah,
get lost,
Yeah,
exactly.
or you'll
My
end up
mom
in
and
the
pa
lost
told me
city or
about
some
these.
shit. Like you end up
They
in the
told me these
lost.
tales.
yeah. So I mean, but as far as anyone having experience with this, we do have two people here
Yeah.
who have been in this room before.
Yep, that's my hand. It's still there.
The
The other
one,
one's not, but yeah.
Was the crystal cracked like that before?
it was not. To your north, you have a pathway that leads upward. Seemingly the only exit entrance from this room, and where you came in, you're not exactly certain, but you.
Do I still have my items?
You cannot. You were holding your axe, but as far as your items, everything else in them, all of them seem phantasmal, just as you do.
Oh man, that was weird.
Hmm.
For some reason, I was grabbing the map and myself at the same time, and it was like,
Oh, can you grab the map? No, you shouldn't be able to grab the
No.
map. Okay.
No, I can't. Like, I mean, I have it zoomed in to where I can like see everybody.
I was
And I'm
like, good.
wondering
I was like, good God.
where
I was like, how bad have I
new
fucked up
guys
here?
going? New guy.
I flipped my player. Fuck with the map. Jesus.
Like Gargak said that you guys have been here before.
Oh, yeah, this place sucks.
Jason, if you're talking to us, we can't hear you. You're on
You're
mute,
muted.
boss. And
New guy, Jason. Dina, we went over here. we might
Yeah,
have
sorry,
walked
I
over
was
behind
Sorry,
you.
pulling my mic.
I don't know
didn't
which
wanna,
eye you
like,
left.
blow you
Which eye
guys' ears
you
out.
lost.
Excuse me. At this point,
I was eating
you're
the
the new guy. I'm just gonna give him like the finger eye, like I'm watching you. Like, you know what I mean.
yeah,
You've earned your place so far.
New guy.
Um,
I mean, no. Even if he is Jason, he's still like new Jason. He's not.
Yes, but
But,
Nevik, you need to
I
you
also
need to
seem to have
he's
just
earned
like
his
an
place.
ass load of system interrupts going on for some reason. I don't know.
all
My
right.
disc is fucking blowing up.
All right, so everybody here, give me a Constitution save.
Okay.
Save it gone.
Con save.
17. Gargak gets a 12. Dina gets a 13. Oh, Jason gets a 20.
So Gargak and Dina actually feel the wind, this wind that's blowing around you guys. It's kind of like whipping your ghostial hair around. They actually feel it pulling at them slightly, and they stumble forward towards the north, but not like a lot. Just think like a large gust of wind.
My cape not even flowing. Me just standing here stoically.
Yeah. The rest of you, on the other hand, don't actually stumble from this gust of wind.
So
Whoosh.
Dina feels the wind.
Well, yeah, everybody feels it,
Yeah,
but
everyone
you
feels
guys,
it, yes.
you guys almost get like stumbled.
Everyone
Okay,
feels
okay,
it.
okay.
They can
Door.
you can hear it, moving through these caverns, kind of like a howling noise.
It's
as it
very
does.
whooshy, man, and it's a powerful whoosh.
Can I what would I have to do to feel the direction of the wind?
You would
I mean-
literally just have to look.
Whoa,
Actually, wait, before I go, last time I was here, I don't think I remember this thing being broken. I
It-
kind of want to inspect it.
It was not broken last time you were here, and you're free to inspect it as you like.
I've never been here before.
I'm gonna
I don't like this
use
place.
my ghostly eyeballs.
It's whooshy. I can see through you guys.
Not very
Not cool.
great, but
Actually,
Doing
if
my
you
best
roll an investigation check.
investigation.
The perception check would have certainly noticed that it was cracked.
I'm not really good with this. Hey, Garback,
That sure is cracked.
get over
alright.
here and get
It
over
is.
here and
It is
get
indeed
this
correct.
shit
Yes.
started.
You want me to look at your crack?
Hell yeah!
I was gonna say,
No,
can we see?
I want you to taste my crack.
Can we see it, Jason investigating the crack and check it also?
I mean, yeah. You guys are free to see. Yeah, there's no
Yeah, no, so
hidden
I would
aspects.
have told you guys like, hey, this wasn't broken the last time I was here, and you guys would be like, you were here before, and I'm like, yeah, me and Gargak were here before, and then you're
So-
like, what do
I,
you mean?
I saw exactly what Jason saw.
So with a well, actually, he rolled a 7 on his investigation, and he rolled a 14.
Oh.
Yeah. So actually, Dina, investigating this, is able to tell that it was done by some sort of arcane means, but she's not sure how. That it doesn't look like a natural.
Can I do
cult.
our Arcana check?
You're free to try.
Because if I could feel that there's a magic attached to it, can I do a magic check?
Yeah, like I said, you're free to try. So, like I said, you're unfamiliar with this type of magic. It doesn't feel like anything you've actually cast or used before.
Okay.
But like I said, you know it's magic, so. Magic.
Magic. Sorry.
So anyway, as far you were asking earlier where the direction of the wind is going, all you would have to do is
Oh yeah, I wanted to know which direction it was coming from.
all you have to do is literally just observe, and just by observance, you know that this is all heading to the north. Seems to be emitting somewhere from the south and going northward, upward through this cavern in which you find yourself.
No
Okay.
All right. Well, I don't know what's going on with this. I don't remember it being broken. All right, towards the ominous,
We're doing the walk
ominous
towards
archway.
the-
Ominous archway.
I mean, we can't get like extra dead, so
You would
I
think.
know, right? At this point, we're like,
So, heading further north, you come into a more open area here. You note a lot of these glowing crystals. You see parts of what look like rooftop that are sticking out of the ground, and train tracks of all things, which none of you would be wildly familiar with because that's not a thing that exists in Elorath. Meta-wise, you were in a place out of time.
oh nice.
I think that ore carts are hella old.
They do have mine carts. I won't grant you that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like mine carts.
Yeah, but
or
this
ore
probably
carts.
looks
I feel
more
like that would be a
advanced than
thing.
mine cart, probably.
What
This
is
probably-
what is oot? I don't understand. Out of time. Okay. And
I
to
don't know.
the north, you see more of a structured staircase that extends across what looks like a bridge that shadows into darkness. The winds are all still blowing around you in a dramatic fashion. To the
And
bottom,
they
right,
must have some big mine carts.
yeah, to the bottom
I
right.
guess-
To the bottom right, you notice meta-wise, you notice a great logo for whoever ate folded paper is. They apparently made this map. Thanks, guys.
They're
Our
gonna find
Patreon.
out we're stealing. They're gonna find out we're stealing their maps. You're streaming this.
I'm sorry.
Do an investigation check on the watermark.
Is this like a? Is this like
Free advertisement.
stairs or is this like a ledge?
It's they are actually rooftops and planks, but they are slanted upwards, like as if they were made into steps.
Okay.
Da, da,
So it doesn't seem like this was something naturally meant to be steps, but
I do want to say I want to highlight how good these stairs actually look on this map because it kind of does.
no,
it-
that's the reason I'm giving them the shout out. It's a fantastic map. These guys did a great job.
Yeah,
Yeah, like
this-
these.
Echo.
Is it
This
like-
right here does this right here to up here does a really good.
With that slight bid right there, fantastic. Just good job. Just well done. Artistry here, guys. Artistry.
Over the edge is it just like an abyss.
Over the edge, you can see for a moment as you look down, like more rocks and large crystals, but they don't seem to be glowing like these are. And yeah, you see a lot of these like hazy clouds that are being whipped around and in the wind. And as far as
Does it echo?
Adam, can I
You're
try
free
to
to
break
find
a piece of crystal off?
you're free to try.
Okay. What would I have to do to try to? All I want to do is try to break or see if there's a piece of crystal lying on the floor. whichever one.
First off, there's no crystals just openly lying on the floor. None that are
Okay, I will
glowing.
try to break
Um,
this.
And if you're going to try to break a crystal, I would ask how you propose to do this, with your hands or with a device that you're wielding.
Let me see. I have a dagger on me. Can I try to use my dagger to use the butt of the dagger to
Yes.
hit it?
Yes.
Okay. Would that be an unarmed strike?
Yes.
All right.
And
I'll do that.
or an attack with the dagger.
Oh,
if
I
you're
do have an
wielding it.
attack
just,
with the dagger. I'm sorry.
yeah.
Hold on. Yeah.
I just want to advise. Okay.
All right. So you swinging it, and hard as you do, and you swing really hard, but you swing right through it. You were phantasmal.
Oh, god damn it.
And
Whoosh.
as are your
Adam, that's a fucked
You're
up.
a ghost, Harry.
You let me play into it.
How else would you learn? Got to do it soon. Right.
I love it though. Okay, let's go. That was good.
I mean, I was gonna say, even if you could break it, would you want to like?
Well, I thought they were
I
glowing
can-
crystals. I just wanted to
I
have a
can move
glowing
Nevik.
crystals. Huh?
You
No,
can move
I'm not
Nevik.
doing it, Nevik.
I'm taking Nevin hostage. He's mine now.
The
Into the abyss.
spirits. Yeah, I think he's my. Yeah, since JB doesn't have a character on here, I have to have one set up for all players, which I think Nevik is the guinea pig in this one. So,
Yeah.
but play nice anyway. Yeah.
That was me, actually.
So anyway, you
What was
guys.
my reasoning behind trying to take the crystal? I thought they glowed, so I just
Shit might
Shine.
explode. Like it's glowing.
no
It obviously has.
glow. G.
No, they do.
I know,
They are
but-
glowing. Yes.
I know. What I'm saying is, why do you think they're glowing? They obviously have some sort of energy in them. What if they just like boom, explode when you try to fracture them?
Well, they haven't exploded yet, so
I don't see any fractured ones either.
look, our logic can go back and forth all day. Let's go.
We now have to the end of time.
Into the abyss. Turn away and walk silently into the abyss.
Yeah, we now have until the end of time to have this argument. So let's do it.
Exactly. Like we will talk about this later.
All right. So before you is a shimmering, kind of translucent, kind of like soap. If you've ever seen rainbow soap in water, that's what this bridge looks like, and it goes across over to
Ooh.
what looks like a large, canyon, almost like a tree trunk that has grown out of the bottom of this cave. And when you see at the top of it, you see this beautiful golden door that is swimming with these leaves and various swirling symbols. Behind this door, you see the silhouettes of two familiar figures. Before this door, you see the silhouette of another familiar figure and a small animal sitting next to her. Yeah.
Oh. Can I
Oh,
Can
well,
I
I mean,
go?
it wasn't the hell, but I figured I'd have to chase her.
go?
Dun, dun, dun. Oh shit. But wait,
Oh, wait,
what about
wait.
this rainbow soap bridge here?
Wait. Can I say this before I go? Before I cross this bridge, can I say this?
Actually, I
know
don't.
what this.
So
Huh?
if you're speaking if you're trying to speak to her, she's not able to hear you from where you're at. But if you're trying to speak to your companions that are next to you, they can clearly hear you where you're at. There is a nice wisping wind around you. You can certainly see this gold shimmering shit in the air. Yeah.
Okay, so I don't know, but I'm gonna cross this bridge in faith.
We actually
I
don't
see-
see her yet because our eyes aren't that good.
I don't. I know, right? I
Well,
got
like I
one
say,
eye.
you see the silhouette before the glowing door, but yeah.
No, I was talking. You said two. Okay, I was
Oh yeah,
going
and
off
and you have two
silhouettes. You
yeah.
said.
Yeah.
So
No,
Dina,
we're actually over 60 foot away
No.
from her, so we wouldn't see her.
Yeah, you just see a silhouette.
Adam said that
Yeah,
there was
no,
two
this is
silhouettes.
this is how I described it. This door is glowing in this cave. You see, like I said, you can see a kind of faded, familiar
Yeah.
silhouette of the
Okay,
two people in the door and the silhouette
Exactly.
of her and her pet companion before the
Exactly.
door.
So
And-
Dina, in her state of
And she's
I-
glaring at the lot of you. She sees all of you. She seems to have a firm expression about her face. The animal to her side is either meowing
That
a lot.
goddamn cat.
Yeah, it's either meowing a lot or it has like peanut butter in its mouth or something. Like it seems to be like its mouth is moving a lot.
Okay. Well, can Dina cross over to these two figures that I assume is my parents because I am so ready to go home. I am going to Dina is literally going to just walk across this bridge because she just thinks that these are her parents and fuck whatever happens. I'm going across the bridge.
Are your parents dead? Because you're
No, I don't know. My parents might be dead for all I know. I don't know. We live in the Underdark. Shit happens.
I thought
be my
they weren't dead, and I thought they weren't
They're
dead.
not dead. They were not dead when I left home, but they might be dead now. And
why would you assume that?
Because I am desperate to go home. I want to go home.
But if they're dead and you're dead, then you're not going home. You're just all dead.
Are you saying this to Dina? Are you saying this? Are you?
Yes.
Is Jason saying this to Dina as I'm trying to cross the bridge?
I'm speaking to Dina. Dina,
well,
what
I mean,
are you doing?
she didn't audibly say this to her parents. She
Yeah,
just goes to step across the door.
Yeah, I'm just crossing over.
All right,
Thank you.
so you got to step forward. Anybody else? What's going on here? Nothing happens. She crosses across this bridge. You can see little pitter patters as if she walks across water when her feet touch this bridge, where it kind of ripples out in the rainbow.
I reach over and throw Nevik.
The fuck?
You gonna like strength check on it?
I
know, right?
Cross the bridge.
All right, you guys stepping forward, no problem.
About 30 feet, dude. Going across the bridge, everybody. Run across the bridge.
So we're just gonna cross it immediately, or we're gonna step towards it?
I think I would run in a panic, yeah. But yeah, I mean, looking at the bridge, I don't know who that is. You said it's a silhouette now.
So as you step closer, as you step closer across this bridge, you would definitely see this is the thin, black-haired, gaunt form of Veyrin, who you were mildly familiar with, and seemingly dressed this time.
Can I just?
So we all noticed that it's her when we crossed the bridge.
Yeah.
I think Jason is the only one. Like he doesn't have dark vision, right? So he's like.
Well, you're all in a phantasmal spirit space state. Yeah, I'm gonna say we're all in a phantasmal spirit state here, guys.
Anyway, whatever. Yeah. Okay. He knows.
Let's get off the vision rules. You don't have meat eyeballs.
Be cool, bro.
Yeah.
Be cool, bro.
Yeah, you don't have meat eyeballs, so like.
I'm just gonna tell this man be cool.
I got them Jeepers peepers.
Wait, we can't hit anything anyway.
What is that? Hold on.
You bitch.
Rolling.
I mean, facts.
Okay. Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, you bitch. Let's do this.
This bitch right here gonna show the fuck up after all the shit we've been through.
Yeah, no. What are you doing here?
So I believe we had last time this room was entered, it was Skargak and Jason, and they met the Raven Queen, and
abandoned us.
That was it. So one at a time. Let's get our role play on. All right. So
we gonna roll for initiative, or
so as Jason steps forward, so you're going to hear Veyrin. She's going to raise a hand. She's going to say, "Halt! Before you attack me, know now that no harm will befall any here, nor will there be surrender. I am sure of what I have seen. I have seen how hard you have fought for a fantasy, and I have no quarrel with any of you. I have brought you here to seek your aid."
I'm super confused. Didn't you cause all of this? Like, why are you here? I figured you'd be in hell.
That is not the way of souls. She seems amused by your belief that people, go to hell directly. She goes, "Are you even aware of where here is?"
Nope.
Not a clue.
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
You know what?
Really got the explanation.
I know
No,
we
where
cannot
are
die
we
here. I know we
I
cannot
like,
die here.
I like how
but
in my meta variant, it's your guy. You guys just kind of turn to each other and start having this continued conversation about, I don't know. Go ahead.
look,
No,
no,
been here before, but never asked the specifics. Yeah, it's how I got this hot new sweet bod.
Wait. So you've been here before, but never asked where here was? Showed back up with young body and just like.
I mean, I imagined.
Sorry, let me find the information desk.
I imagined it was the domain of the Raven Queen.
She seems disgusted when you say that name. She kind of has a sneer across her face.
I was like, where's?
He says, certainly you've noticed that none of us have any physical presence in here. You know why that is?
No.
Because we're dead?
No.
You're not quite dead.
Don't say the word.
Death isn't as simple as most people would think. Here you are memories. This is where most spirits go before they pass to the greater beyond. Before we continue, I need to understand who amongst you leads.
Well, I mean,
I nominate
I feel like we'd all kind of point at each other and then like point at Valdir. He was sort of
Valdir's not actually there. Understand that Valdir is something that you're seeing beyond the door, and Elise is seeing something you're seeing beyond the door.
But we would see him beyond the door.
True, but she does not. This is unique to you,
you
guys. There's a reason for that.
Who among us?
But
Jason, I would not follow you. I would not follow you. I would not say that you're the one. Don't.
I'm just gonna continue looking at my feet, like don't do it. No.
Not it today. Not it today.
Either Gargak or Navid.
Kind of low key, I have been the leader of the group, but I feel like Jason would be more humble and would me seeing Valdir behind the door, I'd point to the door.
She would turn behind you, and she's what you see there is not here. Those are ones who have already passed. What you're seeing is the reflection of your own memory. She takes a moment. She kind of looks sad. She looks back down at the cat. The cat is over there just mumbling something. You can actually clearly, as you've gotten closer, hear that it's in this, kind of high-pitched cat voice speaking. But it doesn't seem to be speaking to anyone, and it kind of is looking around. It looks really confused.
Oh, God.
Can I talk to the cat?
I mean, you're free to do what you please. I'm just here to... but again, Bayron is still engaging in a conversation with Jason, so if you expect me to roleplay the cat and Bayron at the same time, I'm going to need a little bit of leeway there. Yeah.
You were stuck the entire fucking time, JB. Don't give me that where's... I appreciate the love, no where's Balathon. Like, yeah, we hung out with you for a little bit, dog, but we went through some real shit together.
But also, no, where's Balathon, because... I mean,
we saw where Balathon was.
We all know Balathon's in hell.
He's not in hell.
No.
You're in hell with us somewhere.
Like metagame, we knew where you were. So
no,
who's the leader?
We just saw him.
Speak on our behalf.
Even in game, yeah. Like I wouldn't question where the fuck you were. Like, no offense, man.
Like,
I mean,
we hardly know you, bro. Like,
Empire.
We just met this guy.
Yeah.
But anyway, all right. So she's asked who amongst you leads, and I need a clear answer because role playing with multiple people at the same time is difficult, and I would prefer one. So,
I'll step up.
So whoever here is gonna have this
conversation.
Me.
Let's do this. Me. All right, Gargak. She's gonna look at you for a moment. All right. She says, I know your journey has been perilous and confusing to say the least. Before we speak further, tell me now, have you sworn your allegiance to her, to Queen Napica, the Raven Queen?
I'm just gonna cough and look at my feet again.
Yes, you have not.
I'm just gonna look at my feet again. I know, motherfucker.
Gargak, you have not. I have.
My allegiance is to myself.
Yes.
What do you know of her?
Gargak is a simple man. He really didn't care about religion.
She tried to kill us.
Yeah, multiple.
Yes. For her own good and her own reason. I have to ask you. She kind of looks down. She looks at the other, members of the party for a minute. Do you have them?
Hello.
Have them?
Yes, the rod and the gauntlet.
I have some of the rod and these gauntlets on my hands, which are the giant strength gauntlets.
I don't think that's the one she's talking about.
No, the one I left behind on my body. Surely you found it.
Oh my god.
No. Your hand was. I mean, your whole hand was missing, and
she seems confused. She seems confused when you say that. She says, "My hand was missing." Who was? There was no one even there to interfere.
I mean, there was that weird witch lady.
Which lady?
The fate.
Yeah, 3-headed witch.
The Soul Sisters.
Yeah.
I didn't catch their names.
That's what they were called, yeah. But yeah, she seems confused by this. She says, not how it's supposed to be. If you can't use the rod, then you'll have to continue my own mission. Do you know of the sword?
Yeah, we know of that.
What? No, whoa. Continuing mission.
Hey,
didn't she send a shitload of people after to murder us and stuff, man? I remember specifically killing a dude who was claiming to be my best friend, and some other crazy fucking sorcerer dude and a snake guy.
Nevik. I feel where you're coming from. She's in my opinion, she's done evil, but
I mean, you guys are free to ask her about these things. You're free to.
We're kind of already dead, and
was that guy
was not much of a choice.
Panther dude? Was that cat guy really who he claimed to be?
So yeah, if we're gonna ask if we would like to speak to her, because nobody's forcing you to go anywhere. We can continue to have this conversation. But right now, she's speaking to Gargag. Afterwards, if you guys want to ask her, whatever, go for it. Yeah. But anyway, she's asked Gargag, "Do you have these rods? Do you have them?" And he's responded, "I don't know what you're talking about." And then the conversation has been added that this hand, which was the gauntlet, is missing. And she's asked, if you can't use the rod, then she insists that you'll need to find the sword and that you need to carry on where she has left off.
You mean we gotta go back?
I have a sword.
No, not back. You need to go forward.
I have a sword.
Gargak.
But forward.
The swords of hell.
She shakes her head and she says, No, hold on. I need to walk upstairs for a second, guys. Give me a second. I got a lot of noise going on up there. But yeah, no.
Go for it. The sword's in hell. We'd have to go to hell to get it.
What are you talking about? I have a sword right here, attached to my hand.
You have this sword we need.
You want my hand?
But an axe is better, but
yeah, exactly.
Dina, pull out the demon pages. Show them the sword.
Yeah, I know, right? This is the time for the demon pages. Let me show you what we're looking for.
Yeah,
I'm not happy about this. And I definitely pledged allegiance to the Raven Queen.
Yes, you and Nevik, didn't you?
No. I never pledged.
So no, why did she bless you with a raven?
I don't know. I want to say it was maybe trickery to make me think that she was blessing me with Elisa's eyes, because she had that trick where she could turn into animals. So maybe I don't know.
I got no clue what's going on. I could have sworn I was back in the right
swore allegiance. I mean, I don't believe in gods.
All right. So anyway, back to what we're doing. Anyway, she's going to turn to Gargak. She's going to ask, so if you have not sworn your allegiance to her, why were you following her orders? Why were you gathering the pieces of the rod?
Because we were told to.
Hey man, I got nothing better to do.
Yeah, there was
He's
this,
just like, it's a boring life, lady. All right, like, yeah.
I mean, there was this werewolf pack that
You
was
need to
happening,
just
and then
spice
this
it up.
guy
You know,
saved us
sometimes it's
with
We
go
got
out
shit
and
to
play
do on a
monsters.
Saturday,
Sometimes
right?
it's try and make.
pretty green ponies, and
A job's a job, you know.
Right.
he said, what was his name?
Well,
Tintar.
so yeah, now, okay, since you guys are all kind of standing side to side, shoulder to shoulder, if you guys want to ask random questions one at a time here, I'm free for that. But throwing them at me all at once makes it hard for me to discern. So, I mean, yeah, I guess if you guys want to roll initiative or something like that to ascertain who's going to
I think we
talk
should
to
roll
it first,
initiative. Yeah.
if that's what you want to do, because I'm sure you have questions for her. And if not, I mean, feel free to just skip out on that. And JB, though you're not here, you're here in spirit. Don't worry about it. And I probably should get a piece of paper.
I'm sorry.
I know what's going on, sort
I'm
of.
sorry.
Do you, man?
I mean, I know what's going on with me.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, with you. All right, so I got Nevik with a 17. I'm looking at Jason with a 6. I'm looking at Dina with a 14, and Gargak. If you don't have any questions for her,
Is rolling.
okay. All right, so Gargak is going to be an 18. So Gargak.
Yeah, a lot of questions, Gargak.
Yeah, Gargak's first. His voice booms the loudest. Yeah, so feel free to ask her, speak to her, anything you'd like, and when you're done, just pass on to Nevik, and we'll go on, and we'll figure this all out together, guys. Right, because this is, I mean, this is some roleplay stuff, some story shit, of course. This is your big bad who is talking about giving you a mission. You've had the teasing of some sword for a while. Yeah.
I'll ask her. So, if we're not going back, how exactly are we going forward?
She glances behind her at the door, and she says, well, that's the part I have to ask you to pick up for me if you can. You have to pass through here onto the Vale and onto the city of Tyr and the greater beyond. It's the only way that this can be accomplished. It's the only way that any of this matters. And the DM has a issue with his glasses. But yeah, that was her response. Dramatic.
Okay.
You must join me.
Let Nevik ask his question.
I will say that, Jason and Gargak, and none of you have been through this door behind her at any point.
All right, so you're doing the eye next there?
Eye next conversationally. He just kind of nudges.
Yeah.
Conversationally eye nudge. I think I've done that in real life where I'm just like nudge.
Yeah, it's two-part question.
I've definitely done that.
Here. Mike, first off, why'd you send all those assholes to fucking kill us? Or me? Because fucking Jesus Christ. And then why was one of them claiming to be my best friend? From like childhood shit, from Daventry.
She looks kind of confused by the second part, and she says, well, I sent my men after you because
Chazil was his name. Fucking Panther guy was claiming to be him.
After you thwarted my attempts to, or at least tried to thwart my attempts to obtain the gauntlet, I was certain that you were working for Queen Napaka, and I could not have you interfere. You understand the things that are at stake here are much larger than your pride or anything like that. As for Queen Napaka is the Raven Queen.
Yes, that's
and as for Chazelle being your friend, I wasn't aware of his unique history to you. It is strange the fates that yes, that was Chazelle, as I knew him.
Maybe that's like a common name.
Sure.
Like, was
Sure.
he from like Daventry? Like, he used to be a person.
This is the stage called denial.
Like, maybe just knew a different chat.
This is the stage of mourning we call denial. She goes, perhaps.
Also, why fuck with us with, horrific dreams?
I don't know what you're talking about.
The nightmare zombie dreams of everybody that we had lost coming back, like resurrected by like some sort of evil, creepy fucking power. That was
does sound horrific, but that is not my doing. You may need to seek the help of an elder mage when we're done with this. You need to see a therapist.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna like.
You're probably right about that.
And like, yep, that's me, guys. Next.
All right, so we go back to conversationally. He nudges to Dina. Dina, who is the only one who actually has the pages, I believe. I think she collected the pages.
Yeah,
she's the only one that could read the Underdark writing.
So I'm going to.
They couldn't read them, but recognize them as at least part of them as abysmal.
No, I wanted to pull the pages out of my pack. Okay.
All right. Upon doing so, she smiles at you.
And I'm gonna lay them on the ground.
She says, "I see you've been trailing me, collecting my journals."
And I want to ask her, will any of this or following you, will it give me power?
Power?
Whoa.
What powers do you seek? Surely there have to be better powers than sitting here as a memory. Perhaps the power to hold an apple or anything that came in, through here that it didn't come with you could be a start.
Can I seek
the power to see the sky again? Go ahead.
With the power of these pages and the power of being or following
there are no power in the pages themselves. These are the pages.
No, I'm not talking about the power in the pages, but the I guess the learning, the wisdom of following you and what she has to offer in the dark, as far as what I've seen, what they can do with the pages, and what I know so far.
So she hasn't done anything with these pages. These pages are just pages from.
But they didn't they use the pages to call forth the guy.
They refer to a spell that there are pages in that you have that do refer to a summoning spell that talks about
okay.
Yeah, they're just journal entries.
They're just creepy journal entries. Yeah.
I don't know what the pages are.
You basically have pages from a goth journal.
Exactly. So I don't know what the pages are, and I don't know what she does, but I want to know: is there something worth following her?
If you if you value,
would it allow me to go home?
Why would we follow you?
If you value your freedom,
the power to go home.
If you value your freedom and you value the existence of your home, then you'll follow me, and you'll do as I wish. Not necessarily for my own well-being, but for your own.
I mean, that's where I keep my stuff.
For the well-being of all. You've ever, all that you know and all that you have seen. There's more going on here than you've ever known.
Well, can you offer me more than just the well-being of my family and friends alone? Because
the world, that's my stuff.
The world has shown itself to be a very horrific place. So I
can offer you nothing more than that. That is my quest here. That is the reason I have been doing what I have been doing. And if you can't get behind saving existence, then perhaps you should stay here as a memory or wander off into the Trail of Lost Souls. Because certainly existence is worth saving.
Ends up in this life in. All right, Dean is going to turn away and walk away.
Into the Trail of Lost Souls?
Right, so that
she's like,
well, you can't walk off into the Trail of Lost Souls. That's the door behind you, and like there's a whole like thing.
She's just gonna turn away from the answer she was given.
Yeah, But I mean, basically, Dina is showing me that she is, I guess, pessimistic about existence because that's what she is. Bayron's basically has straight up told you that the reason I do what I'm doing is to save everything, right? That there's more at stake
Oh
here.
wait, I've taken an oath to the Raven Queen. Does that mean I have to break my oath?
If you've taken an oath to her, if you're going, if you would like
Yeah,
to,
you've been the main one harking on oath breaking and shit.
that's
So yeah,
that's your decision. But the conversation has been nodded to you. I don't think she's going to be able to answer that meta question.
I mean,
Bayron's going to be like, "Quest shrug," you know. That's your decision.
but yeah, Adam,
I mean,
I
I
can
don't think
honestly
that's my
say that Dina
decision.
is
Like,
not
if we're
satisfied with the answer
actively,
she was given. So
I mean, you can
away from
not
that.
be
actively
satisfied with it,
going,
but you know the thing is
No,
that
I'm just.
you're viewing her as an evil genie, and what it is that she doesn't view herself as a villain. She doesn't view herself as some power hungry person. What she's done is for the sake of existence, and she's willing to explain that to you.
But
And
Dina
why.
doesn't know no better,
But yeah,
and this is what. Yeah, so
if you're like, all I want is power and hunger and mana and
yes,
all
and
that,
she's being
yeah,
greedy right now, and she's
then yeah,
that's exactly what's happening.
your own,
Dina is just like hellish short-sighted.
yeah,
Yes, exactly.
yeah, it's your own detriment there, not hers.
You will gain power in your own way.
No, I guess I need to know meta-wise because then I need to start playing on Oathbreaker rules. Because if we're actively going to be going against her, I would be breaking my oath. I mean,
well, I mean,
right?
you already know that's up to you if you actively go against her or not. But right now, conversation wise, all we're doing is role playing conversation, and you have Bayron before you who seemingly knows a lot more about what is going on than you guys do.
No, exactly. I mean, you know what's going on, Adam. I don't. So I'm just playing as Dina.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. It's now Jason's turn, so that's why
I'm not trying to play safe. I'm trying to play as Dina.
I mean, aren't you the one who is actively responsible for the resurrection of Old Death?
He nods. Mistakes for me.
I mean, that's what brought us here.
Mean to cause Asarak's return and the subsequential resurrection of Tath. She nods. She's yes, I know. And
now you want us to clean up your mess.
I have no other choice. When I began this, I meant to take the gauntlet and challenge death, and to bring my way through the Black Gate, to find those responsible for altering the strings of fate and change them the way they should be, to give the material realm back its freedom. But now, not so sure. And I've seen how hard you fought. That's why I brought you here. That's why I broke the stone so that she could not follow us. I knew we had to speak. You see, your queen, she's just yet another deity, another god manipulating us. The power that flows through all in the material realm, the souls, the spirits, they belong to us, and for too long they've been siphoned through here. She points to this door. And the mechanics that Rialdan left in place, perverted and just left wrong. It has to be undone.
What you're talking about is wrong. It's the natural cycle.
No, it's not. It's what you've been told is the natural cycle, but it is not. After Rialdan left and after the shattering, it used to not be like this.
No, guys, I told you. I'm just gonna point at Jason.
She takes a moment. She says, "The material realm was not always so lost. It was not always so far removed from that of the other realms. You see, the realm that you know, the material realm, was the last of Rialdan's creations and his greatest pride, openly beloved over that of the older realms. And over time, the jealous sickness, a rift, slowly grew between the realms, and it all became this horrible survival game. It was only in the wake of the great shattering that saw Realdan's departure that the lesser spirits, the ones you call gods, and they call gods in other realms, as you know them, would make their moves. You see, when Realdan left his beloved realm, he left mechanisms in place to protect us, his children, the mortals like you and I. Life, time, and death. All these basic elements, they're not always ever present throughout his creations, and often in other forms. My point being is that when Realdan left his creations behind, the other realms began manipulating these strings of fate that run these mechanics to conspire against the material realm. And now eons have gone by, and the mechanisms left to protect us have been perverted and to give our power, our lives, our thoughts, our very souls to these lesser spirits, these gods. They feed on us. We cannot allow this cycle of souls to continue. She seems very passionate about this.
Told you,
need
no
us to go against the gods.
Told you, no God.
It is the only way. Why have none of the material realm been granted such power?
My specific god had.
Your specific god is one of the ones feeding on us. The cycle of souls cannot be allowed to continue. It's the only way to truly save Realdan's chosen realm is to demand our right in the cosmos. Are we lesser than they?
Elamir was once a man like me.
Perhaps that's what you've been told. But I tell you now that if he was true for the material realm, he would have put an end to this perversion and saw back to the power and growth that we deserve is to be brought to us. And for long, I've had a plan, a journey that I can no longer fulfill. Now that you've seen fit to that, Nasrac's return.
Something don't sound right about this.
And now I must ask you to continue my work. You must get the Stormbringer. You must find the only true weapon Realdan ever forged.
Okay, so what I'm getting from this is gods aren't gods. They're like lesser deities that have stolen rightful power. Right? Is what she's getting at. And that power belongs to our realm, to the mortal realm. Like, we need to put that shit back in place. Otherwise, motherfuckers like Azaract or the Raven Queen or even this, excuse my language, lady, even this bitch right here is gonna try to steal it for themselves.
I imagine you put your hand up to your mouth to cover your mouth, and then just
this bitch right here.
This bitch right here.
Say it really loudly. Did you cover your mouth? And this bitch right here.
Yeah.
But again, so she seems really passionate about this. Like, she's like almost like quivering as she's doing this. Also, at the same time, just so we're all aware, the cat is still mumbling random shit to itself. If you'd like to, I listen to the cat. I have words for the cat too. And it's
what
just
I'm
madness.
getting at is she wanted to try to put everything
in balance
again, yeah, because things are wrong. And I'm sorry, Jason. I know that you like swore allegiance and shit, and that sucks. But that lady that gave me the one random raven, which was super helpful while I was dodging my own.
Let's take a moment here to ascertain what's actually being said. So it's not. I mean, this is Bayren's belief. Like, again, are these gods? You gotta go. I mean, that's up to you. That's your decision.
Well,
right?
As Epic, I don't believe in gods, so I'm thinking
that
these
equating the gods to parasites.
Yeah, that's basically what she's telling you.
Can I shoot an arrow at her? That's what I'm doing. Like, I just pull out my bow.
Shoot a ghost arrow at her.
Nothing happens.
You're not.
Oh, God damn it! I didn't. I'm sorry.
Nothing happens.
Yeah, I know, right?
But even then, like, we're fucking ghosts. We're memories. Even if you shot, you'd shoot a memory.
It'd be nothing.
I mean, there's nothing we can do here to go against
so
her.
What
we have
she's
to
saying,
listen to her.
What Bayren is saying is that what she has been doing the entire time with the whole cults and fucking, trying to gather large amounts of blood and gathering the gauntlet, the Veyrin thing, or the hand
Yeah,
of
what's up with
Beckham.
the blood thing?
Yeah,
What's up with that?
yeah. That was an attempt
Hmm?
to open what she refers to as the Black Gate, in order to go through the realm of death, which is where we're at. In order
Here we
to
are.
go, yeah, in order to go to the greater beyond, in order to get to the fucking other realms, where she would use what she is calling the Stormbringer, to fucking demand the mortals' fucking piece of the pie here, right? And
So she used us this whole time.
No,
the
the
Raven Queen
Raven Queen.
used you this whole time,
Okay,
and
She
okay.
was trying to stop
he
this
was
chick
trying to
from
stop.
gaining
Yeah,
power, right? And Inso made us into like patsies to the point where we were like part of the ritual of bringing back shit. Like they had to rip out our hearts. Don't you remember? Like your last memory of
Yes.
being actually alive was your heart was fucking ripped out, and Balathon is standing over there looking all smug as shit next to a big dude on a throne with a
Wait,
crown on his head.
I mean, wait. So
Yeah,
we wouldn't have been.
we're all like, wait.
No, wait. Hold on. I'm really high right now, but I'm not like.
You ain't that tired.
rolls up on career. Look, I'm really stoned. Okay, like I know I'm dead, doll, but like, give me a minute here, lady.
Wait. We're only in this because of her. She kind of like we were just kind of rolling around doing our own thing, and then
Jason done woke up.
she made the vampires.
Yep.
She made the zombies.
The lizard people, the like lizard people had that thing in their
She's
temple.
basically been a one-person plague on this entire planet.
Yeah.
And her idea is so that humans can get a piece of the power pie when humans.
So she is a studied necromancer. When she says power pie, what she's talking about is a cycle of souls in which
Wait,
God.
she's a necromancer. She's not a god.
No, Veyrin is not a god. No, she is a
What?
mortal
I thought
person.
she was a god this
No,
whole-
Veyrin has been immortal the entire time. She's a mortal person. Yeah.
Just a bitch.
Yeah, she's just a mortal person. But so anyway, she's one of
Oh,
there are only a handful of schooled necromancers throughout Elorath. You've met 3 of them. Veyrin is one of them. And anyway, so Veyrin is has resurrected a cult, fucking totally created multiple undead creatures, all sorts of shit. She completely understands this whole cycle of souls, and what she is saying is that there is a issue here that we as our realm, the material realm, is not
the end of the world.
Yeah, on accident, basically. Yeah. In her in her attempt to stop this, what she saw as this wrong, where
Oh my god! So
this,
she's
like,
just a
siphoning.
fledgling sorcerer.
Yeah,
fucking up.
when she sees what she sees is this wrong, where we need to basically stop the other realms and other gods and so on. Not even necessarily the gods of our realm, like what as your god may be that, but what she sees is that what leaves does not come back, and it should be that way, right? When referring to Rialdan's creation, this is how it's supposed to be, and she doesn't think that's correct as it is. So her whole being and point is to gather this sword, which is said to have literally been made by God and can cut through dimensions,
by Rialdan.
Yeah, and bring it to wherever our fucking souls are actually going, and fucking demand answers. And
we need to stop her.
So as far as her whole what she's been doing,
You can't do it. Asking us to do it.
Yeah, what she's been doing, is in an attempt to do that, and to her, the means are justify the ends, right? She's like, fucking, if I've had to kill 500 people, think about 500,000 years of this going on, right? Like, how long has this been going on? Like if 500 people have to die, then who cares? Because literally, this is more important, right?
Billions will be saved.
At the same time, no one has asked about the cat, and the cat Oh, let's get back to the cat. All right, so the cat
There
is.
there was only one person that cared about the cat, Adam.
I care about the cat. So the cat
No, yeah,
is
no, I care about
the
cat.
cat is over
I'll do this.
there.
Hold on. Wait. I'll do this right. I want to do a perception check to see if I can decipher what the cat's saying.
If you so please. No, you can't. Nope.
Meow, 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 meow.
Yeah, it's just too quick for you. It's too high pitched, too quick. You're not, you don't.
Well,
listen
I wanted to
don't
do
li- you
an
don't listen
animal
to-
handling check in the beginning. Can I? Well,
Why do you want to do an animal?
handle?
Are you trying to handle this cat? Because I don't doubt the cat's gonna handle it.
Yeah.
Cat's not gonna do very well with that.
No. Don't worry about it because I'm not even in the right whatever.
Okay, is
So
it
go ahead.
perception to try to understand it?
Yeah, if you're trying to understand the cat, you're gonna roll me at least 14 on perception to understand any words that it's saying because it is speaking like words. So Never understands all the words. Never for some reason.
Oh, I got it. Well, he got a nat 20. I got a 20.
Became one with the cat. No, don't do it through roll them. Do it through the just do it through the sheet or do an explanation check. Anyway, so the cat minimus. So the cat is just spitting out madness. It seems to be very confused. Its eyes are kind of fluttering around. It definitely looks like something is like
pizza rolls.
Yeah, it looks like something is very wrong with this cat. So this cat is like saying shit like
we're having turkey tonight.
He says shit like the rust. He's like the rusted brass were layered with a golden leaf. The princess lamented over the compensation of the world's pathetic golden era. It seems frantic in how it's talking to. It seems almost like worried about the things it's saying. It says if you decipher the revelation from the stars, if you lead to what's more than the world which you know, dear my respectable daughter, my time is over. I have delayed the spinning of the gloomy future. The original word that was revealed and inscribed, the ending word. And Bayren, of course, notices you looking at the cat. She, kind of has a forlorn look upon her face for a second, and she says, "Ignore her. She's not all here."
Cat. Okay. Ignore her. She's not all here. I gathered that by the random ramblings. Oh,
I feel like that's a sanity check on Nevik, man.
So the cat is ghostly as well.
Yes, Bayren and the cat are both. I
did do that.
So on top of the evil shit she did, she also killed a cat. Well, I mean,
yeah,
she killed a cat in front of us.
Yes,
so.
she did. Well, actually, she didn't kill the cat in front of you. In front of you, the cat became a woman.
And then she killed the woman.
Okay.
She did not kill the woman. She kidnapped the woman. And actually, there was a whole meta scene where you guys played as the villains, and you actually saw her in a cage in Bayren's fucking lair.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a reason for that because the woman is associated with Bayren.
Gargak might say he's leading us, but I don't think I can jam with this morally.
Like the actual leader in the background's like, all right, so now that we're done with that, let's have powwow, guys.
Okay.
I just don't. I mean, they can do whatever, but Jason, I morally can't jam with that. I mean.
Are you for real? Are you telling me that you don't want to end the suffering that's been going on since the fucking shattering, since before I was born? Like,
she's not talking about an end of suffering. She's talking about the end of the cycle of souls. She's talking about
no suffering.
The fuck are you talking about?
Well, she's not beside ending the cycle of souls. I mean, she is, but what she's essentially saying is that something's wrong with it and needs correcting. Now, is Bayren power driven enough to, try to
the cycle of
alter
souls,
this to be her, to gain it her own self? That remains to be foreseen. But essentially, she's telling you the reason she did the things she did was to get to this point. But now she's at a point that she cannot go find the Stormbringer. She cannot fucking go figure out why the fucking souls are being fucked up.
Well,
Right.
what I'm getting from this is that like she's not strong enough to challenge the
But
people who
another
are
thing,
claiming to be gods.
another thing that
and
she's also alluded to
there's
that,
no
that
gods.
she herself has not really, got too deep into is that something manipulated what is she referred to as the strings of fate to actually change this whole cycle, right? If they can do it, why cannot she? Why cannot you? Right? So that gets into, we just left a planet that is scorched to fuck, right?
Yeah, my body has a big hole in it. So like,
All right, so I gotta go AFK for about 2-3 minutes, walk back upstairs, grab a drink. Yeah, I'll be right back.
all right, all I'm gonna say, guys.
I
is
mean, I think
in-
the only
in
thing that would go
Nevix-
along with the plan would be to subvert her. I morally, I think her plan is wrong, and her ideas about
What?
how. I mean, I'm a religious man, dude. Like that's all I know is like she's talking about upsetting the whole natural balance of it, like how things are. She's talking about radically changing the way.
I've been telling you this entire journey that gods aren't real.
She's literally just sat there and told you the gods are real. We've met a god.
No, we've met somebody who took godlike power. Right? They weren't a god until they took it. Right? And that's not a god, man. That's just somebody.
She's saying they're real and they're
Hey,
assholes.
As they receive power from us, we receive power from them.
Dude, I don't receive power from anybody. But me.
But in the
But
lore
me.
of my
The only thing that gets me power is chili.
Yeah.
in the lore of my
Gargag likes
church,
his chili. Like,
my god was once a man.
Again, you live on the material realm where the only stories you know are that of the material realm. You are one, but we're mere human being. What is at the larger on the larger scale and outside of the scope, you have no
Right,
idea.
but she's. I mean, I'm a clever guy, but
Yeah.
she's talking about shit like hell out of my intelligence range. I'm a simple man of the truth.
She is
So,
talking
like-
about some big things. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We are not talking
So what-
about your
what
religion.
she's
We are talking
talking
about
about
basically what you would do as a
heretical.
human being. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, you would be completely theoretical. Yep. Not even theoretical. Just like completely like fantasy.
Not theoretical, heretical.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. Yep.
This is heresy at its finest.
Yeah, to you, yeah, certainly. Even being where you're at would almost be heresy to Jason. Just existing as you are now, like currently, in your ghost-like state in this place of memory. Yeah.
Well, I mean, I thought it was because of the will of the gods that I had been here and that I was here, but
Perhaps it is though. That's just it. See, that's another thing. Is what does she know? She's just telling you what she knows. So and we haven't interrogated her beyond this initial revelation. Yeah.
Question: Is the gauntlet right-handed? Right-handed. I'm gonna like look at my hand and like raise it.
you put it over your non-hand.
Because she takes a moment, she looks down, and she actually raises the stump of her own left hand and says, "No."
Damn it! Oh.
Yeah, I remember she started grafting herself with an evil wizard.
Hey! You got to do what you got to do to take away the power from lesser motherfuckers, man. I mean, I get it.
Nevik doesn't believe religious propaganda. Immediately believes religious propaganda.
No, it's not religious propaganda. It's power.
Finds himself dead as a ghost talking to people. He's like, you know what? Maybe we could reconsider some of these things, right? Like, I don't know.
Off, there are no gods. There are no gods. It's lesser beings grasping at power, right? They are fucking dealing with she just said it, with fucking godlike fucking tools that apparently were left by whatever created us, right? Whatever.
Rialdan.
All right.
That's common.
All I'm
That's also common knowledge, though. That's another thing is that Jason in the world of Elorath, there are multiple religions. So yeah, is Jason being like this is heretical? He would have just as easily, if he would have met a cult follower of Veyrin who would literally preach the same exact shit she's talking about, which is another thing we never actually asked any of them what they believed in. But that's the same exact shit. So
too busy killing them.
too busy murdering them. But the thing is that the whole belief of Rialdan's pretty present in Elorath. It's not like a made up thing like just for her. Like other people believe it or are aware of this.
Okay, this is another legitimate religion.
Well, the extreme belief that we need to take back some sort of sword of God that is of legend and fucking take it to the afterworld where there's
like the difference between Presbyterianism and like baptism and shit, right?
Yeah, like she's taking it to an extreme. Like she like instead of being like, okay, we're God's children, which is like the whole Rialdan, created the material realm as his beloved realm. That's like the whole idea there, right? Instead of taking that, she's like, yo, we need to take his weapon and go back and fucking demand our shit. Right, like we need to go find out where that came from. We need to deal with that, right? Like, and so she's I mean, like an extremist, really.
Even her in her own church, I feel like this would be like seen as heresy.
Not her own church, because she formed her own cult, like straight up.
Like
not in
her own church, but like the original sect, like
her cult,
the mainstream religion.
The cult of Veyrin was viewed as problematic by a lot of people, and as you can understand why. I mean, they're not only killing people, they're sacrificing themselves because they think that this is all towards a greater good for the material realm, which is existence as you know it. So they're like, why wouldn't we do this, right? So yeah, I mean, they definitely were not looked at in a good light. But to say there were only like 10 believers is wrong. This was a lot of people believe this. Like, you saw how many cult members we had to peel off Gargak at one point. So this isn't some, but I assume at the same time, she openly admits that when I went to obtain the gauntlet, which is in part of this legend is that you need to literally use this specific gauntlet to challenge death in order to reach these to move beyond the material realm with your flesh intact. She fucking goes to do that, and when she does, Asarak comes back. Right, and Asarak is from some ancient history that very few people even knew anything about, because it was like before the shattering. Like so she's like, oh fuck, what do I do now? I gotta stop that, and she goes to stop that, and at the same time you're trying to stop her. So conflict. Again, a villain doesn't look at themselves as a villain, right? At least they shouldn't. Evil twirl mustache.
Well, I mean, we do still have to stop Asarak. So
that's another thing that even outside of her own plan, that because again, this is what she's telling you. This isn't necessarily the whole picture.
I really don't know what you're down on right now, Veyrin, but I mean,
she has alluded to that time itself can be manipulated by whatever lies beyond this, and that whatever did this initially can be undone and done however we please, right? So I mean that's also part of it, right? Is you don't necessarily have to take on her mission, but again, she's telling you what her mission is, like the whole reason she's doing what she's doing, and what she believes, and all that sort of stuff.
I mean, I'm gonna go forward, but whatever your deal is, really ain't my deal. I got other shit to do.
Then save it. The draining of existence. So do not think that over a matter of time, this detriment in the cycle of souls will end in a zero sum. that this will end in nothing but desolation.
What
There will be
you've
no
brought is
life.
nothing
There will be no
what
life
you've brought
on the
is a
material
percent-
realm. Do you understand that the reason resurrection has stopped, the reason that all of it will stop eventually, is because now only the one of the beings that was devouring these souls in another realm simply walks our own. It is only that we can see what is occurring, that was occurring before us, and that it is no longer hidden behind the curtain.
Your actions have directly caused this.
I understand, and I am doing all I can to correct that.
And
This is why I brought you here. This is why I'm asking you to seek the Stormbringer.
You walked this path for how many hundreds of years? And
She's not
now
hundreds of years old. Yeah, she's not.
Oh, I thought she was
No,
because
no,
of the vampires.
no, she's younger than that. Yeah, no.
All right. You walked this path, and you expect us to continue walking for you when we have our own paths to walk. Yours are not Mayans.
Where else would you go? What else would you do? You walk through here, you go through the veil, you go beyond, and then beyond that, you find the city of Tyr, onto the greater beyond. If you were caught by the wind of souls, there you will be captured and brought to wherever they go, helpless, just as they are, to whatever mechanisms are doing what with them I know not, but are certainly not allowing them to come back to our realm. So if you would like to ever see Elorath as you knew it, I would suggest
winds, right?
you follow them. And when you get there, you have the means to do what must be done. Right? Because again, she understands death, right? Like she understands the mechanisms of death, at least as she knows it. And that's what she's telling you, is that what happens is you die, you pass through this whole memory section here, then you fucking go on to the great beyond, and after that, she does not know what happens to you because you don't come back here.
No one comes back.
People do come back, though.
People come back from mild resurrection where they don't pass all the way through, right? So they get to the point where the memory thing is, which is where she would be right now. But what happens when they've been dead for a long time? We can't resurrect them properly. When we do, they're all sorts of fucked up and zombied. And that would explain why, because we're just bringing back a life force and not what is them, right? And where they go. And why do we have a goddess stripping these souls of their memory? Like, what kind of what shit is happening, right? And that's really what Veyron's at, is, you know, why are we as mortals subject to these things that we do not have any control over?
I'm going to continue forward, or at least I want to find out what's going on, but my ends are not her ends.
Oh, well, I mean, that's fine. But yeah, what she is trying to do is
I was just trying to make that clear to her.
Yeah, but I mean, to her, you know, that makes no sense. She's going to argue with you, of course, because to her, it's like, you know, I'm trying to literally stop, like, what is, you know, going to kill us all in the long run. Like, it doesn't matter what your it means are, because mine are so much more important, you know, to her, right? Which, in all reality, it all started out as a bid to save the cat. And it wasn't a cat, it was a girl, but that's true.
Yeah, spoilers. Sorry, guys.
Not even a spoiler. It's fact. I mean, at this point, like, fucking, it's been, you know, there, and she'll freely tell you at this point, because you're not going to see her again. She's not going to follow you to the store. You know, so I mean, fucking, she would clearly freely tell you who the cat is.
So, I mean, just basic gist. She wants us to go to hell, get the sword, and then
not hell.
It's not hell.
What she'll tell you is, and now I must ask you to continue my work. You must find the Stormbringer, the only true weapon that Rialdan ever forged. It is said that it can cut through the veil of dimensions themselves. Legend shows us that this is rested upon the throne of Rialdan. The throne is said to shift dimensions, to change homes every 200 years of ours as the planets move. We know that this will move again soon. With the Stormbringer, our fates will be ours to control. No longer will mortal man have to plod along just to die for the hunger of some vicious deity who will reclaim what has always been ours. First, you must reach the city of Tyr in the greater beyond. Only there you can hope to find a way to traverse to the other realms. I have sent scouts ahead. You must meet them in my place and convince them to help you.
Aw, shit. Murder bird.
I know not where the remaining pieces of I know not where the remaining pieces of the rod may be, nor the Stormbringer. But it is most paramount that you find these, and quickly.
Call dibs. That's gonna be my new crafted hand. Dibs. Call dibs. I call dibs.
Yeah.
And
All right.
once the Stormbringer is in your hands, in the hands of mortals, you must find those responsible for this cursed existence and set right what has been wronged. But be warned. The dangers you face now are deadlier than any you have faced yet, and the stakes, if you should fail, higher than you could possibly imagine. Once you pass through the door, only that which is bound to your soul will follow. The illusions of memory will cease to be. I have used the last of my power, my being, to anchor you, so the winds will not carry you away instantly. Beyond this door, in the deepest parts of Elorath, awaits a trail of lost souls. By design, the wind that flows, the soul wind, through Elorath, when lost, the souls come here. First is what you are now, but a memory, then they are swept away to the veil and onto the greater beyond. It is there you will find this corruption. At this point, I can only offer you my hope and a saying from my village. When fate whispers to the warrior, you cannot withstand the storm. The warrior whispers back, I am the storm.
Where the fuck am I?
Okay, so I mean, I guess
Inex.
then
Inex.
so then we just proceed through the veil.
I next. I mean,
Go through the
I'm
door.
not on the map.
Yeah, where'd he go?
That's because Balathon's dumbass deleted you.
No way.
God damn it!
I can't let him literally have a fucking mouse
Wait,
and a
no, wait,
screen.
can you see the map?
Literally cannot let the man just have a mouse and a screen. That's
Man,
all he
come on.
had to have. He just had to sit there with it and not do anything about that. You'll be killing
That's
people.
some good shit.
Jeez.
Worst thing is that the one that happened was completely accidental.
How
Like,
are you an adult about that? Get out of here. All
I
right.
completely accidentally drew a square and he went by my.
So there you are again.
Not only is he an adult,
Brought back
a
from the
doctor.
void once
he has a
again.
doctorate.
I know. Oh, God. Save us all.
Boy, I
Save
come
us
back from
all.
a cigarette of roleplay. Like, good
Self-check.
time.
Trying to stay muted when I get into these coughing fits.
It's all good, man.
No, man. I'm like, where the
Did
fuck
the
am I?
doctor not give you any hydrocodone syrup?
Totally gonna go look for Stormbreaker.
I'm
but
allergic
can
to
I
opioids,
walk-
boss.
Can I walk to like.
You've already fucked it. You've already fucked up. Like, it's not
yeah.
even the name of the sword. It's not even Stormbreaker. It's called Stormbringer.
No, sorry, that's
So I'm gonna totally take it that you're gonna say to her as Nevik, I'm gonna totally go look for the Stormbreaker. And she's just gonna be like, oh God, like we were food dudes. Like, this is
All right,
not gonna
yeah.
go well.
Broker?
This is gonna not go
Storm-
well. Oh God.
Storebroker. I'm gonna look for the Storebroker.
Oh God.
Proceed up here.
I am the Storebroker. Okay.
It's not gonna look good.
But anyway, yeah, I want to walk to like the edge of the shit and see Valdir and Elise.
Yeah, no, you'll totally see them back there. Like, this is some What Dreams May Come kind of shit, where they're just gonna be standing there silently, you know, fucking looking at you is kind of shit. But that's it, man.
I always thought the idea of loved ones beckoning you into the afterlife is
Yeah.
fucking creepy.
Oh, it is, and it's supposed to be, but that's what's going on here. Yeah. Yes, sir.
Valdir taught me how to hit.
Wait, my
over-
parents aren't here. They must still be alive.
Oh shit, boss. Oh man. All right. So yeah, I mean, if you guys are ready to go on, or you got any more questions for Vayrin, because I don't have Vayrin coming back. So that is the great revelation here, is that yeah, Vayrin, you know, is a bad guy, but at the same time,
Soulbound. Hang on.
Jason sees his goldfish.
Yeah. So that's another thing we should discuss. Okay. So yeah, first off, let me finish that thought. Veyron, like I said, is a bad guy. Like what was the big bad here, but at the same time, she, like any good villain, doesn't view herself that way. She believes what she is doing is right and is for the better good of things, and that it's just that these means justify the end, right? Like she's okay with having sent a lot of people to some sort of wrongful death in order to correct that in general. And as far as you being willing to pick up on her mission and doing all that, that's up to you. But what she's telling you is that regardless, she's used the last of her power to anchor you so that these natural occurring soul winds do not just carry you on, and that you have the opportunity to find the Stormbringer and seek out these other realms that are apparently siphoning souls from the material realm. We're all on the level.
Yep.
Okay. Now, hold on. Before we continue, another part that she said to you before walking through this door is that there will be two things that will occur. Only things that are bound to your soul will follow through with you. So when you talk about, do you have your items? When you walk through this door, if it is not soul bound, you drop it. That is it. Right now, I will make exceptions for things like basic clothing, so that you're not naked walking around. But you're not going to have an extra slot for magical armor unless it's not soulbound, right? So again, you have to have. You can have basic clothing if you need it, but you can have 3 items that are soulbound that will follow you through this. This is, for all intents and purposes, a random item wipe. I want to start fresh with you guys having 3 items that you start in. If walk through this with.
I got 2, but I want another one, but it won't let me.
Now there is another one. I don't. What do you mean it won't let you?
The string cap.
Is it not a soulbound item? Does it not require soulbound? Anyway, before we continue, also Gargak, you do not need to waste a slot for your axe. There is a reason for this. You will understand this momentarily, but you do not need to raid. You have 3 other slots to use, and you will have your axe. Don't worry about that.
Okay.
All right. We're all on the level. Now, I believe I want to know. In fact, everybody in the Elorath chat, do me exclamation HUD. HUD. Oh, well, Balthon, you're on the wrong character altogether. You're Michelangelo.
Oh, what's up, Michael?
Michael.
All right. Mikey.
All right.
Not Balthon.
So we're all about. Gargak looks to be about our highest level right now. Gargak, what level are you?
Level 11.
Okay. All right. So we're about 11, 12. Okay.
Yeah, I'm at right below 11.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. So so take a minute, figure out what items you want to keep. Like I said, you've got basically 3 slots that you can carry something with you. Beyond that, it will allow you to have your basic clothing so that you don't just appear,
I mean, in the nude with just
dick
my
in,
adventuring cap
dick in the wind with your boots and your hat on, I mean.
Just my adventuring cap and my swords, and one of them's attached to my hand. I'm just holding my dagger,
but like I said, as far as what you do after this and what you do on the other side of the door and where you go and what you do with this information, that is up to you guys, right? That is completely. Don't let me, I'm not trying to sideline our storyboard you into just doing this one thing. I'm just giving you what her viewpoint is and what she's trying to do. So,
while they figure this out, can I claim the thing right click at him?
Oh yes. Give me just a moment.
Well, I never got Mandrake Root, so I could never cast Create Homunculus.
Oh, we'll get there.
I'm about to lose the scroll. I've just been chilling with that shit in my back pocket this whole time.
I have 2 badass daggers, and I want to keep my cap because And a sword. Should I give
I'm
up
pretty
my
much just gonna keep my attuned items that I have on. That's it.
Alright, so
bookmark or the demon frog dagger, man? I mean, it's called
I'm
bookmark.
pretty sure you go there and you can claim it there, Balathon. Let me know if you have any trouble with that.
I claimed it.
I'm gonna have to give up my hat. I'm no longer adventuring.
So
Shit's getting
yeah.
real.
So I hope you guys, are okay with the idea of becoming fucking realm walking, fucking crazy. Yeah, expanding the Elorath setting a bit further.
Okay, I
Let's
have.
put it that
Man,
way.
I got to get rid of everything else, right?
Everything that is not these items that are soulbound, yes. Which I mean, for you would be likely a lot of fucking things.
Damn it, man! I got so much honey.
I will
right
say
now.
I will let you keep your if you've already your gold and your copper and things like that. You can keep your currency.
Yeah, but torches gone.
Yeah, but anything.
Wait, what do you mean by soulbound? Like,
As in,
Whatever you have
Attuned?
attuned.
Three
Attuned,
attunement.
yeah.
So tinderbox gone, thieves' tools gone, my fucking golden snake scales gone, tent gone,
Nevik, I'll probably let you keep your arm.
string. Oh, I got a white onyx thing that was worth like $15. Some platinum snake tongue, some raw snake meat.
Just a friendly
All the
reminder.
rations.
The friendly
All the
reminder.
rations. I'm
This,
dead. I don't need rations.
a friendly reminder. We are at the midpoint section in this
Powdered
campaign.
red dragon
This
scale, dude.
is
That's the secret ingredient.
this is
to
not
make
the end of this
stew.
campaign. When we got to
That's
the big bad with Asarak, that is
No,
not the
I
end.
have to go back to my dead body now just to get that powdered red dragon
Told
scale.
you this is a level 20 campaign.
The pipe of smoke monsters. Oh, look at that thing. It's beautiful.
but I'm only a
Oh,
level 11.
my
And
cookbook.
yeah, exactly.
My
And you're
cookbook.
only level 11. So hopefully, you guys will stick with me. Hopefully you enjoyed a good time. I know my story is weird. Okay, and I know there's a lot of unanswered questions, but I promise you there are things there. Like, who is the white snake? The white snake is still a thing.
Got crushed flowers for some reason. I got a board game, a candle, a boomerang. My boomerang.
Also, who has the gauntlet? Why wasn't Bayran aware of the fucking three-headed fucking lady? All these things, man.
Who cares? She was an evil bitch.
My ring of drowning.
Then who was
But also-
Then who was she, and why do we need the? What are we gonna do when we don't have this gauntlet?
My bag of tricks. Fuck.
Also, I get a 9 armor class.
That's rough.
I'm sure Nevix is like a fucking. No, he has a lot of dexterity, so he probably has a pretty good one.
My cap, man.
There will be further opportunities. Cry not.
My armor class is 13.
Mine's fucking 9. I'm gonna like extra die. Dude, you're dead. What do you mean? I'm dead.
I'm dead.
Dude, super dead.
Super. Like what? No.
So here we're about to
Got an early guy
go,
over there.
quite clearly to the greater beyond, and what we're about to answer for Elorath is, what happens when you die, right? Like that's really what we're trying to go into.
I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry, Elise.
And
my ladder fucked up.
where did Elise go? Where did Valdir go?
Valdir.
Where do people go? How do they get back? That's
sorry for not.
And if you didn't think this was coming, you haven't been paying attention. This has been a campaign about death. So yeah.
I'm just gonna.
And of
I'm
course,
so sorry.
the Oracle told you all you were gonna all die. and that fucking the greater things will be out here, right?
Perish. All right. Yeah, just gonna say sorry to these two people. I know they're just memories. Valdir and Elise.
Oh yeah.
Well, I know that they're memories beyond the door there. Like that's literally all they are.
Yeah, they're more like visions that like you guys see. That like the Baybrain doesn't even see. The Baybrain sees somebody entirely different. It's not what you it's personal for you guys.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like Jason is seeing like the father, what's his name, that made the rat stew back there.
Yeah, things like that.
See,
Exactly.
like,
yeah,
Chazil.
Yeah, it would be personal.
That's his like human self.
Because the concept is, these are people that you cared for, that were tied to your soul in some way. That when you die, you see them beckoning you.
Hello.
Yeah, which is, as Jason said, supposed to be creepy. Which it is. That's the idea.
All right.
I mean, it's not supposed to be creepy, but it always seemed creepy.
It is creepy to me. I'm with you. I'm with you.
Fuck it.
I'm with you on that. Team creeps.
I guess Nevik went through without us.
Nevik dives into the door. Shoomp transcends, shimmers away. Shimmers. So yeah, you guys, when you're ready, just let me know and we'll play along. I think I killed Dina. She just went on mute and hasn't moved. Dina, are you still with us? I mean that's a that I mean really we get to we could become gods. I don't think she is. Or she is, she's not hitting unmute, so.
Dude, bad news.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Fortunate.
Ground control to Major Tom.
Ground
control to Major Tom.
Major Tom.
Oh well. I guess we'll continue on without her.
I guess you bored her to death.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, I thought I had this interesting campaign, and
or maybe you blew her mind so thoroughly, like you just destroyed her psyche.
I hope not. It wasn't that good. like I mean, it was meant to be like a twist, but not like a soul destroyer.
A fatal twist.
yeah, right. Like I was here to shock you, not kill you. Anyway, yeah. So hopefully you're all thoroughly like, what the hell's going on? Kind of confused because that was the point here. And
no, I'm really not confused anymore.
I mean,
I get what's going on, and I understand what I'm gonna do going forward.
So what's Jason's plan here? Yeah, because I mean, I'm eager to know.
Game here.
Yeah, what Jason's plan would be going to the greater beyond. Where I mean, where we're gonna go is this is where there's this the legend here, and this is again,
I'm gonna find the throne. I'm gonna find the sword. I'm gonna find the threads, and I'm gonna fix all of this.
Okay.
Dibs on that sword.
Dibs on the sword. I want to fucking. Yeah, I would like to handhold the sword of God, please. Thanks. Oh, okay. No problem.
I don't have a hand. I need the sword of God.
I would like to replace my hand with the sword of God. Okay, that's.
I think if I'm going to replace my mace with anything, it would be the sword of God.
I mean, you guys can argue about who has it or not, and that'd be a cool curse to it, right? Like you guys always, whoever has it always wants it. I don't know if you get there's a certain Star Trek episode where they go and they find. Right. So in Star. So excuse me for I got to ramble for a minute about Star Trek. Fucking in Star Trek, there's the Klingons were fucking believe in a fucking. Not a deity, or an avatar, what do they call it? savior named Kalis, kind of like Jesus, right? But Kalis had a sword, which they refer to as a batleth. It's a certain type of sword. But anyway, Kalis had a sword. At one point, they actually find this sword. When they find this sword, they find that whoever's wielding it literally feels like so powerful that it causes like fighting amongst the Klingons. Like they start killing each other with it. They just can't use it because it's that badass. So. That's why that I had to ramble for a second about the Stormbringer thing. 'Cause you guys arguing about who wants to use it.
Yes, it will be mine.
Makes me think about that. So is everybody ready to move on through the door here into the Beyond? Except for Dina, who I've apparently already killed.
Dina!
I think so.
Dina!
Wendy!
I got my items.
All right, so as you walk through the door, one of the first things that's going to happen is Gargak, your hand's going to become a bit lighter because or at least nowhere near as warm. You're going to feel a bit of the heat that has been running through your blood for some time dissipate, and the axe itself go cold. Another person that was not with you is now standing next to you. Jason also is going to feel a bit different. He feels a bit more of a weight on him as he is no longer appears to be the young man that he was granted to be by the Raven Queen. The illusion of memory has fallen. As you walk in for a moment, you take a moment standing around, you clearly see and hear these two frog people over there standing in this corner that is ascended up where it's really hard for me to do depths here. He says, see, what I tell you, Buffalo, it was only a matter of time. Soon enough we'll be swimming in them. Now hush, hush, get the device ready before they get wise. Right. I next your turn. And you they clearly see you, or seem to be seeing you as whoever Buffalo is, who seems to be larger and more brute-like. His nerves just seem to be readying some sort of
What's going on? Are you saying I'm fat and old again?
Mechanical device. You are fat and old again.
No.
You are fat and old again, and before you is another fat old man.
Another different fat old man.
New guy, new old guy.
Who's this next to me?
So, you take a moment, do what you want, guys. Here you are. Yeah, you can have your moment's confusion, as you should, because this is what it's like to walk through the Veil of Souls right here. You just walk right through it and fucking bam, crazy.
Also, evil frog demons. I mean, that's not new to us.
They're not demons
Talking ones.
necessarily.
Talking ones.
That's right up my alley.
New to us. But evil frog demons, definitely not new.
They're not demons. They just seem to be intent on doing something with the device that Buffalo here is having a hard time with, allowing you a moment to have this conversation with each other. So,
well, I would like to cast Hold Person if I can.
So the first thing we're going to do before we do anything as a spirit is we're going to reroll a con save to make sure we can even do it. So let's roll a con save, make me a 12 to even make sure we can do it, boss. All right, so you're going to be able to physically do this. Take one at a time. Do not do them all at once. As you do your actions, don't just start rolling these con saves with me. I see you people typing shit. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm going to write down your con save and remember it 12 minutes from now? You fucking wrong. You completely underestimate how much green I'm smoking over here, buddy.
Okay, so -3.
I'm just
2. Well, I mean, I'm doing it on those two guys.
These are not targets in Avery at all.
Yeah. Okay.
So just cast it freely, just for the slot, but that's it. And they would have to make a DC Wisdom save. So let's do D20 plus, and we're gonna do which one? You wanna do Buffalo or the other guy? Buffalo being the one that was ordered. Yeah, the one that moved.
Or the little one.
Yeah.
You got a toad or a frog, man? Which one?
I casted a level 3, so I can target 2.
Okay, all right. So would you like to do it on both?
Yeah.
All right. So let's roll for my big guy, he's kind of dumb as shit, so he is going to fail that entirely. And let's roll for my little guy. He's a little bit brighter. He's actually going to make it. So Buffalo is going to find himself floating in the air for a moment. Let's turn him around. And he's basically going to start like swinging his arms around him. When he does, he goes to drop his weapon. When he drops his weapon, the other one turns to him and he's like, "Hey, wait a minute! Whoa, whoa, whoa! What are you doing? What the hell?"
No, he just becomes he just becomes paralyzed.
Oh,
he doesn't
this
like
isn't like
floating.
this is what are we doing? What was it called?
A whole person.
Oh, okay, so this isn't like looking. He was already floating. Okay, anyway, so yeah, he's gonna just stop doing what he's doing, literally as he was mid-action. After a minute, the other guy's gonna turn to him and be like, "What's the holdup?" This is when he would try to physically move him, right? If I believe correctly, the person gets that save when they.
No, it just
Let's
lasts.
see, the target must succeed a wisdom save and a paralyzed stir. At the end of each of its turns, the target can make another wisdom save and assist, blah, blah, blah. Okay, so what was there's another one, I forget what it was, where you have to get hit or moved or something like that?
That's the one where it's
You know what I'm talking
Hypnotic
about? Oh, yeah, hypnotic illusion. That's it. Yeah. Or where you're our pattern, excuse me. Yeah, where you're staring at it. It's so pretty. Yeah, that makes okay. Anyway, yeah. So he's over there trying to rock Buffalo, and Buffalo is not moving. He's just sitting there holding the object, which looks like some some sort of alchemic pots. He's trying to move him, and it's not working. He's starting to panic a little bit. He glances back at you guys. He's like, "Come on, man! They're gonna get away! What the hell?"
Hey, we should probably do something, guys. I already did one thing. Like I know there's this weird guy standing with us, but we don't know what these other guys are up to.
So as he's doing this, I'm just standing here, like looking at my hands, like moving my hands, just sort of mumbling to myself.
Who the fuck is that guy?
Hitting.
Have we rolled initiative?
We rolled no sort of initiative. Unless you guys want to enter some sort of combat, we can roll initiative. You're also free to conversate with these people. They obviously speak, and you heard their language.
This is what I want to have this interaction with JB's character right now.
First time being dead to the cat.
Been trapped in that blade for over 700 years.
What? Who the frog? Damn it, man, there's too much going on.
You've been doing what now for how many years? What? 700? That's way too long. That's way too long for anyone.
So we will say that the frog people are being one of them is being held, the other one is starting to panic a little bit. Yeah, and if you'd like, we can roll some initiative and get some order, but or I could just go off the order that we had previously and add my two guys.
I mean, my spell does only last 1 minute, which I
ascertain what's going here. So let me get my two guys here.
Like doing rounds does take forever, but realistically, 1 minute's not that long.
Run.
He got a 14. He got a 9. So let's make him.
I mean, as Nevik in a new environment.
Being a new environment is for sure.
Dangerous
So
run.
go back and... Jason.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're doing some handwritten initiative right here. So Gargak, your turn, boss. I don't know if Dina doesn't respond when it's her turn.
Can I do I guess investigation check on this guy next to me?
You were free to do an inspection or investigation. Yeah, if you what are you trying to ascertain from him, just from the look of him?
I guess like judge a character. I guess. I don't know.
So go ahead, take a look at it. Give me inspection or perception or investigation. Or
To judge character,
Insight?
insight would be a judgment of character. Yeah.
All right.
I do.
So you're not sure what kind of person he is, but he somehow feels familiar. Like you feel, I don't know, almost like if you had like not seen your grandfather for like fucking 6 years, and then you suddenly did. You were like, oh shit, it's grandpa, right? Like, and you're not sure why.
Can I do a perception check to see if they look the same?
When it's your turn, you're free to do as you please.
Can I just ask him like, have I seen you before?
Yes, a conversation costs no actions or anything. Your guys are free to conversation, please.
In a way, I've been with you most of this journey.
Like in a creepy way, or
Yes.
Well, put it quite simply, you've been carrying me, as well as the remnants of the woman I loved, for insert amount of time here.
Nearly a year, yeah, no.
Yeah. So for the past year, you've been carrying me and the remnants of the woman I loved for the past year with you on your back.
me?
Yes, you.
Oh my god, were you the hot sausage?
Take a look at your axe there, son.
Yeah.
Tell me, does it feel any different to you?
He is the spicy sausage.
I mean, yeah, it does.
Well, to put it quite simply, I am literally the fire that burned in your axe.
Hot.
Damn, you did a lot of damage.
Yeah, so we'll Gargak, your axe is going to be replaced with a regular battle axe from here forward because Favorudus was the spirit that was in your axe.
So you mean I'm not part dragon?
The fire in your axe.
Oh, no, you are part dragon. It's a long story, but to put it quite simply, I was a dragon, and then I lost my dragon form in the War of Flames as I helped your kind and others of your various humanoid species fight back against the dragons.
And then brown chicken, brown cow.
Traitor.
I traitor to my own kind, yes, but not to yours.
So am I just doing your bidding?
So it's a little bit more complicated than that. Through a number of generations, for the past 700 years, my descendants have intermingled and fornicated, and slowly but surely, and then we have you, which by some degree the orc lineage was introduced, but to some degree you would be my great-great-great-great-great-grandchild?
Hot. Also, you might want to keep it a little simpler. He's not the brightest bulb that's burning, you know?
Brown.
Well, Favorudus has been with him the entire time. He knows Gargak, yeah.
Dang.
Me,
So
great-grandpa. You, great-grandson.
wow. So you like chili too?
As long as it's spicy, I can take it. It's got to be spicy, though.
Oh yeah.
Just add that and start like, it's like, Grandpapa.
Yeah.
So yeah, the blade that Gargak has been carrying around is carrying the soul of Faerundas, which stands next to you now. And yeah, Faerun just is well aware of his own history and how he got in the blade and where he's been, and he's been
sure why I'm here though, because I was cursed to be in that axe until the end of time.
Run, old man, run, run, old man.
Nevik's like, cool story, bro, but
cool story. God damn it! Like, look at my turn here. Hang on.
So don't worry about it. We're just having this conversation. It's all right.
Look,
I haven't done anything. I haven't done anything mechanically with you guys.
Run. Cool story, bro. Run. I'm glad. Yeah, look, family. Oh, family united. Run. Old man Jason, who was new guy Jason. I'm sorry, but use those old ass legs and run.
Yeah, can I do my movement too?
Yeah, you're free to do your movement. Free to do as you please. Yep.
Okay.
So do note that from these canyons these canyons are some sort of glowing green mist.
As he moves, I'm just gonna sort of mumble like quietly to myself, and it's like, look upon the shower. Our lineage still exists. To this day, I never thought I'd see it, and just sort of smile inwardly at my orc grandson.
Look at him.
You know the best part about it is?
Proud grandpa moment. I mean, in D&D, you do share it. You know, it makes for character development. All right, so if that's it for you, Gargak, we'll move on to Mr. Nevik. Nevik, you have just passed through yet another door.
No more doors. No
lost
more
a lot of items. And there's some sort of frog people. Now, do be aware these are not since you are a wielder of a demon frog. I don't think these don't appear to be the same type of frog.
I know that these are not the things. Yeah, so I have bookmark the sort of Peruns and the demon frog dagger are my 3 items.
All right.
So, run.
You're free to do what you please on your turn.
It is my turn.
It is. Yeah, so, I mean, if you're trying to dash for 60 feet, go for it.
Yeah. Let's just move my character about.
Anything else?
I guess bonus action to just yell at the other guys to run.
I mean, that doesn't require verbal dialogue or anything.
Run away! Run away!
Time spent or anything like that. All right. If that's it for you, we're gonna be going on to one of my guys here. He's gonna be shaking his paralyzed friend still. He's gonna be like, "What's wrong with you? Come on! What the hell?" He starts like hitting him. He's like, frustrated. Yeah, he's like smacking him on the side. He's like frustrated. Jason, it is now your turn.
I guess I'll follow suit with my
old man
fellows here. Use my action to dash.
At the end of this guy's turn, he gets to make a save.
Yeah.
I read that correctly. And it's a 15 he's going to make, and he is a -2. Because he goes, the buff guy goes after you. He fails that horribly. He is deep in the depths of paralyzation. Lord almighty. He may never feel again. Okay.
He just starts drooling on himself.
He is gone.
Like smacking him.
Super gone. All right. Dina, if you are with us, which, it could be your turn.
It would be nice if you were with us.
We like you. We want you to join us.
Wendy.
But you seem to be
we need the bard. We need the bard. Like, we don't have the druid or the ranger. We at least need the bard.
Oh, she's AFK, so she's gone. But your other old pal companion is here. Which we'll move on to his turn. Favorites.
Let's just say that she runs with us.
I'm assuming she's gonna. She dead. She be super dead. She probably had some shit happen.
You probably definitely try to attack something with ghost arrows.
or that, yeah. But I mean, I can't predict that for her, so I'm just gonna play safe and have her run. But yeah, Favorite, it's your turn, and I mean, next time I'll just. Yeah. Well, I mean, it's almost 11 anyway, so we'll pause soon. So.
I mean, that's up to you guys.
I mean, it's up to me, man. So I assume the intent in this, what we're doing here for the rest of our combat, is to try to get out of this room away from these guys.
Run away, yeah.
I'm asking for a collective input here.
Right? That's run away.
I mean, they have to fight for me. I literally can't engage anything. I've got like paper thin armor. You see these vestments I'm wearing?
See, this is all I got. Nothing covering up. Nothing else covering these nipples.
Are you relying on me and Gargak to be your muscle? Like Gargak, I can understand, but well,
I mean, if you were in a fight and you were in like a dire situation, I would do anything to help you. But like, if we're not going, if you guys aren't going to be initiating a fight, I don't usually fight anyway. So
yeah, so that's basically what I'm asking as a DM is: are you guys initiating a fight? Or are we just trying to get to the? We're just trying to run away.
I was trying to just stop them from doing whatever they were doing. I didn't know what they were up to, so I was like, "Nah, hold up on that shit, hold person."
Yeah, I get that. That is a legit thing. They did say, you know, some shit.
I was like, run and just run across this room. Like, there's a doorway over here. I see it. It's lit up. Look at it.
So, all right. And this is the part where Dina would come in handy because you are in the deep of the Underdark. She's never been here as a tiefling. You know, she's a young tiefling. She's never been to the absolute depths of the Underdark. But she's heard tales of it. This is the Atlantis of her people, essentially. Right? This is, like I said, this is something that she would have heard of as a legend as a kid.
El Dorado.
Yeah, right.
El Dorado.
So if the intent here is to dodge these guys and not can fight them, we'll just go ahead and move on to the next scene where you guys are. I'll allow you guys just to run away from them while they, he tries to persuade Buffle to not fight him.
Not be paralyzed.
Yeah.
Wake up.
Which eventually he would. Eventually he would. You know, but
but
if the intent is to use that opportunity to run away, I will totally allow that. We'll just not have to go through the process if everybody's
that's the idea here.
All right. So we're gonna go on to the next part here. Now here we will pause momentarily after I described what you guys can see. So here I know that my humans probably have a little bit of trouble seeing directly in front of them. They probably see about 10 feet. My Gargak and my Nevik, on the other hand, see a bit further. But everyone can see the clear firelight and silhouettes of dark-skinned humanoids with pale white long hair and ornate armor. Some of them seem to be carrying spears, and then you see a variety of strange-looking alchemic devices that a number of them have here. Some of them gathered by the well. In town, and they seem to be at a fair distance downhill from where you're at. You stand before some sort of ruins. You could hear water running heavily, like a river flowing from various waterfalls to the north of where you stand, kind of above, to the left, northwest.
So I feel like this would also come down to like children's stories and shit.
Kind of
like with like the tieflings. Like no one's really ever seen a tiefling, but like because they exist, there are legends about them, but they end up like being brought down.
So Dina would be aware of the whole legend of the city built before the. I'm getting an echo. But anyway, so there's a city that is built before the Veil of Souls, right? That all souls travel through this, and that it is said that the drow and various other creatures feed off these souls, and that's how they gain their power, right? Now, does she know that for a fact? She doesn't know that for a fact. That's like I said, legend. It's a kid, it's a child's tale,
it's not even
right?
It's not even like Dina, but I was talking about just like if we could identify those as drow, like.
Oh yeah, but Dina would immediately, and since she's not here, I'm just here to tell you that Dina, as a tiefling, drow are not uncommon in the Underdark. She would have definitely been aware of them. She would be quite aware of them and tell you immediately the drow are in the world of Elorath. Classically, they are slavers, and that's what they are here. They worship spiders and fucking are one with the driders and all that sort of shit. But the whole part where they feed on souls, that's just some fairy tale bullshit made up to scare children. Yeah, you are a soul that just walked through the fucking Veil of Souls, and here they are. So we'll leave you with that information.
This is where the Raven Queen was sending the souls.
Not necessarily. So where the Raven Queen was sending the souls was where the soul winds are carried. Right, so since you've been anchored by Bayren, you are not subject to them. That's why we have you doing the Constitution saves to see if you can even do it. But there are going to be times when these soul winds just flare up, and you have to do Constitution saves to see if you don't get carried partially away.
Okay.
Yeah. But yeah, where are these?
So
and as far as was that the Raven Queen? We're not sure if it was the Raven Queen or not. That's just a suspicion. I mean, when we did see her in the opening scene, she said that you all dying was a shame, and that which seems to imply that she didn't want that to happen. Yeah, and we're gonna pause and come back around and do another scheduled date and all the time and all that. But yeah, we're free to sit here and discuss and fuck around. We got a whole new character, Faerun, just to play with that has a crazy backstory, and we had a bunch of crazy events that happened. So it's I like nerding out on my own campaign. Feel free.
You confirmed the one thing I cannot wait for, and that's the return of the Murder Bird.
Oh yeah, definitely the return of the Murder Bird. Yes. So do you remember the last thing Bayren said to him before he died?
To Mangler?
Yeah. Yes.
Wait. I mean, she said that she'd see him on the other side.
Yes, she said to wait for me at the gated city. And that is exactly what that was that you are a loyal servant, you know what's going on, and that when you die, when we go to this place, I'm going to go there, and I want you to wait for me there. Right, I need you to go there and gather. I need you to go there and gather information for me before I get there, basically. Right.
But now there's
I remember that. But that's why when you said there are people waiting for you on the other side, I'm like, that means Murder Bird's there.
Yeah, and Murder Bird is going to be expecting Bayren, and you guys are going to show up.
Yeah. Good shit.
Yeah. Good times, and you guys are the one that Murder Bird, fucking terrorized for a while. So I mean, good times. We flip screen.
Well, I mean, there's only one person in the group that Mangler has a problem with.
Dina?
Remember his last words?
Yeah.
In another time, in another place, we could have been friends.
Oh yes.
Wait.
Good times. Yeah, because he could have partially joined the group at the whole time. Yeah, and he really that's another aspect of him.
But who did he say that to? Did he say that to Dina? Or?
I think it was Gargak that ended him, right?
Damn.
Yeah.
I thought it was Dina with the one eye shot. I thought she killed Mangler with Baldur's bow.
It was, but
after having
it was more or less to the group, except for Dina.
Yeah.
She's been scorned.
Yeah, she's definitely been scorned. I mean, she lost an eye, and Valdir, which Valdir has been gone so long that finding his soul after this part is like, oh god. So that's here we are. This is what's going on. Hopefully you guys open to this part of the adventure because I know we've been in the Hell Dungeon for a long time, and haven't seen the sky for some time.
I have a grandson.
And now, now we're.
Hold on, I have another mechanical question. Nevik, you kept the dagger that lets you control spiders, right?
Yeah.
Does that work on a Drider? Can he control Driders?
No, just like I think it's like less than the size of my hand or something. I've never tried it out on anything bigger because I've been scared to.
I don't think it says. Let's find out. What it says.
Yeah, but like I see a spider and I'm just like, ooh, I can try this.
Let's see,
Oh,
this
okay.
is the bookmark, right?
Yeah.
So Nevik could. I feel like
Compulsion
Nevik with that one item could rotate, become the god of the fucking drow.
Targets only spiders that are beast. Once the spider
only
is used,
spiders that are
can't be
beast.
used again until the next on. So yeah, it depends on the thing he's doing it on.
I would never try it on anything bigger than something I could squish.
Yeah, it's got a 15 save, and yeah, I mean, I imagine if you failed that on a giant spider, that would be like, oh shit, problem.
Yeah, I've only tried it about as big as my hand, maybe. I'm like, ooh, can I do that? Oh shit, no, I can't.
Well, I mean, but it's also something that like Dina's never seen a Drider. Drow are to be avoided. Like her entire family, like Tiefling in the Underdark in Elorath are very nomadic.
Yeah. Well, I knew that us as characters probably didn't know about Driders, but I knew. I know that Drider things, so I want to know mechanically would it work on a Drider, since they are just like hella big spiders.
So we do understand that I'm totally setting you guys up for like planeswalker shit, right? Like some fucking. We're gonna get to a place where we can go to different different realms, like straight up, but we have to do that in order to seek out the fucking Stormbreaker sword, and do all that cool shit.
The store broker. Right?
Like, totally gonna get there. Like, I got it. Like, why does this man have the
store
sword?
broker?
Do not let him have it.
Store broker.
So you're gonna go there and prove to the other realms that we definitely should not be allowed in power.
I actually believe that if there is a hell, it's nothing but endless bureaucracy. It's just red tape wherever you go.
Could be.
Yes. I will end that red.
So I think our next Elorath session, if let me pull it up. I think it's a Christmas one. So let's see. Yeah, December 28th. And so I'm going to be doing a Christmas themed one shot with you guys as spirits. So it should be fun. Let's pick up from here and go with that. So, like I said, I hope you enjoyed this session, and it'll probably be next year before we pick up on this actual story where we get to go further than this because we're going to be doing the Christmas thing. But yeah.
This time, you are the Christmas spirit.